So okay, beautiful. Thank you for sharing. Um, so what do we do, guys? What do we do when we are faced with these difficult emotions? How can we practice emotional hygiene? What do you usually do?
Cry, then get it out.
Okay, cry. Good.
I like to run or go to the gym.
Okay. Okay.
I like to scream.
Okay.
Beautiful.
I don't know if you noticed, but just
Sorry.
yes, go
I
ahead.
was just going to say that I like to talk to my sister.
Beautiful. Yeah, I agree. Absolutely. I'm just noticing that any of you realize that just being able to see this connection and to name the emotion and to find the emotion in the body, that's already the beginning of the transformation process of these emotions. Just being able to see that maybe you notice that just because you remember this difficult situation, the memory triggered the emotion, and the emotion triggered the feeling in the body. So it's very important that we understand how powerful can the mind be over what we feel. And guess what? When we're playing the violin, sometimes we feel super bad and we don't even know why. And it's usually, there might be many reasons, but it's usually because there is a thought that we haven't questioned. And this is very important. Most of the time when we're feeling bad about the violins, like a bad lesson, a bad concert, something we didn't like, it's usually that we are, like the penguins when they are like, I don't know how's the word in English, when they eat something and then they take it like vomit and then swallow it again. I don't know how's the word in English, but we do something similar with, sorry?
Regurgitate?
Oh, it's like Spanish. Okay, regurgitate. Okay, yes. So we tend to do the same with our thoughts. It's like, okay, I'm playing a concert and I play something bad I didn't like. Instead of just letting it go, because it serves no purpose really, we tend to take this thought and just recreate it and just chew it and chew it and chew it over and over. So it's like when we're eating, we are not swallowing and we are not spitting, we just spend the whole time just chewing and chewing. It's not super nice. So yeah, the idea is to see the mind, to see how it's affecting my emotions, and just by putting this awareness on this connection, the process already begin, the transformation process. Something else we can do is simply, for example, if I'm feeling anger in my chest, for example, just by putting my hands on my chest and just treating this area of my body like a little child. When a child fell and it's crying, just by doing this, it also helps. If I'm feeling stress in my face, like really doing this super gentle gesture, it also helps. Okay, I want to talk a little bit more about emotions, but I want to relate it with fear and stage fright, which I believe is a very important topic for us. Okay, so question. On a scale of 1 to 10, being 1, no fear at all, like the most confident person ever, and 10, you are so afraid that you just want to run away, and you're sweating and you are just freaking out, you just want to run away. What's your number when you're going to perform the violin? Okay, 6.
I think for me, it would depend on the situation.
Yeah, that makes sense. We were talking about it yesterday, but in a general sense, like in general, if you remember all your performances throughout your life, which number would you be? 1. Very good. Okay, 6. Okay, I want to double check who said 10. 5, 10, depending. Okay. Megumi. Who is Megumi? Aha, hi. Okay, 10. Beautiful. So you are the winner of my little experiment. And please remember, it's not because I'm mean or anything. It's because I think you will appreciate doing this. Okay. Megumi, is that right?
Yep.
Okay.
You can call me Meg if that's easier.
Meg, it's perfect. Okay, I'm going to ask you to please bring your violin and play something for us. Okay. I hope everybody noticed her first reaction. Okay, hold on. Before we continue, I think just this first second after I ask you, many things happen. So what's happening inside of you right now?
Me?
I ask you, could you? Yes, I ask you, could you please play for us? And then what happened?
My heart immediately is like, right now it feels like it's gonna pop out of my chest.
That's very clear. Beautiful. But now, very important. Do you know why?
Because I'm nervous.
That's also very clear. Do you know why you're nervous?
Because I'm anxious. I'm just always anxious when I perform. And it's mostly because I feel like I have to prove myself, and I feel like I'm always comparing myself to other people, and especially being in like in a graduate degree, I feel like I'm supposed to be at a certain level, which I know is also unhealthy thinking. Like I know all this stuff is bad, but like that's just what I think anyway.
I understand. I understand. And I appreciate your honesty. I think it requires a lot of strength to just talk about these things. And again, this is already healthy. Just you talking about this is already healthy for you. Okay, I'm gonna push you a little bit more. What do you think is gonna happen if you play now? What's that? Try to see this super catastrophic, terrible scenario.
I'm gonna
Because
die.
yes,
I'm gonna die. That's
you're going to what? Sorry.
I'm going to die.
You're okay. Jesus. Okay. So in this future, you're going to die.
Yes.
I want you to be more clear. What do you see? How are you dying? I'm not joking.
Okay, well, realistically, I don't see myself dying, obviously, but like the worst possible scenario would be that I screw up and everyone thinks I suck and that no one will hire me and then I'll be a hobo for the rest of my life.
Awesome. What you just did, Meg, it's amazing because you can actually see the cause of your fear and stress.
Oh yes, I know the cause. I've known the cause for a long time.
Okay, that's very good. That's very good. Most people don't even know.
Oh.
So being able to actually see, okay, I'm feeling the way I'm feeling because of a thought. Can you see that? Can you see it's a thought that it's causing you the same way when I ask you to remember about this beautiful gift, you remember the what you did and you felt nice. When I ask you to remember something stressful, you remember it and then you felt not nice.
Mm-hmm.
So now I ask you to play and then your mind went to the future and this thought about the future made you feel stressed.
Yeah.
This is very, I mean, being able to understand how the mind is affecting us is already a huge step, huge. Okay, I'm gonna ask you 4 questions and you'll see why. Okay, first question. And these questions are about these thoughts about the future, this super catastrophic, deadly future. So first question, is it truth? Is it truth, this thought that in the future you're going to play and it's going to be bad, they're going to judge you, you're not going to get any job? Is that truth?
I mean, it totally could be. That is
Okay.
a possibility.
It's an option out of infinite options, right?
Yes.
Okay.
I could totally just not ever get a job and, go through all this schooling and it wouldn't even matter.
Okay.
Oh, geez. Oh, yep.
But again, it's one option out of infinite, right?
Yes. And there is
Okay.
also a possibility that I will get a job, of course.
Okay, that's interesting.
But
So now we have more options.
my
Okay.
mind instantly goes to like, you suck, and other people are gonna know it, and you're not gonna get Emma's laughing at me. But I don't know. Yeah. So
Okay, very good, very good. Okay, second question. Is it really true?
I feel like that's the same question.
There is a really. Is it really true that you're going to play and all of those negative things are going to happen?
I don't know. I don't know.
Ah, you don't know.
I don't know because I don't know, and maybe that's what's another thing that's scary is the unknown. Like we don't know what's gonna happen with this performance. I don't
Okay,
know what's gonna happen.
awesome, awesome. Okay, third question. How do you feel when you think that thought?
When I think that I am going to suck, or
Yes, the thought that you're going to play and all these terrible things are going to happen. How do you feel when you think that thought?
like physically or emotionally.
Both. It's the same. As we did it already, it's you already experience. There is the same.
I mean,
All connected.
I feel depressed. I feel anxious. I feel
Okay.
yeah, crippling depression. Um, I feel like imposter syndrome. Like I
Yes.
don't belong here.
Yes. Yes.
And that leads to a lot of tension, especially
course.
when I'm playing. My right arm gets really tense and my sound gets really choked.
Yes.
And I feel, and sometimes like in my jaw, like I'll clench my teeth.
Yeah. Okay.
And like I feel it in my stomach. Like if I have a big audition or performance or something that day, like I feel it in my stomach, like this pit in my stomach, like all day. Like yesterday, before the USO audition, I just felt this pit in my stomach.
Okay. And by the way, I really hope everybody's trying to do the same. Like try to imagine like how are you going to react if I ask you to play right now for us? Or maybe imagine if I ask you to go live on Facebook right now and play something.
And I get really shaky. Should add that. Super shaky.
Everything Meg is saying is just the truth.
Yes.
Applicable, relatable.
Beautiful. I'm happy you're following. Yeah, just really try to imagine like what's gonna happen if I play right now live on Facebook. And then try to find the thought and then see how is the thought making you feel physically. Okay, beautiful. Now it's very clear. It's very clear that we have this thought causing a lot of trouble in our bodies. And I'm pretty sure that's not helping with our performance, right? Okay, so final question. Who would you be without that thought?
Who would I be?
Yes.
What do you mean by that?
So imagine there is a Meg that just simply doesn't have that thought.
Huh. That would be amazing. I would be unstoppable.
Interesting, right? So this, by the way, this question, I didn't come up with this question. This is the work of an amazing lady called Byron Katie. I don't know if you know her. Yeah, she has a lot of content on the internet, many books. And basically what these questions are doing is showing you that the reason why you're feeling all these things and the reason why it's difficult to perform, all this stress, anxiety, physical discomfort, is because we are believing our thoughts. We are believing our thoughts. So we need to develop the skill first of seeing our mind, you know, like stepping back and being able to see the mind and then let go of these thoughts. I know it's very easy to say, but like any other skill, it requires time and practice. You know what's difficult? To play the violin, and we are doing it. Why do we do it? We just put the time and the effort. So when people ask me, Gopal, why do you meditate for 2 hours every day? That's what I'm doing. It's not that I'm just sitting doing nothing. I'm training. It's like a gym. I'm training all these things. I'm practicing over and over to let go of the thoughts that are not helping me. And Meg, in this case, this thought is definitely not helping you at all. At all. It's just taking so much energy from you. It's just distracting you. So yeah, okay, Gopal, it's very easy to say, just let go of the thought. How do I do that? So we have been doing it these last 2 classes. When I'm asking you guys to focus on your breath, I'm pretty sure your mind was pretty quiet, at least. When I asked you to just listen to the sounds in your room, it was the same. You were only listening. The mind was quiet. When we did the body scan meditation, chances are your mind was also very quiet. And we have been doing it for a few minutes. So imagine if we take this as a habit. You know, like every day, just a little bit, 1 minute. 1 minute of presence. 1 minute of just letting my mind rest. Think about it. Even when we're sleeping, the mind is still working. So that's why when people tell me, Gopal, but 2 hours meditating, that's so much. Not really. Because I spend so many hours, even when I'm sleeping, with my mind working, constantly working. So when is the mind resting? When is my mind going to rest? Well, these 2 hours or this minute. So again, it's very easy to say, but that's how we let go of the thought, by being present. And what a better way to be present than paying attention to the instrument. So I know if I ask you to play right now, it's the worst time to practice because it's a difficult situation. It's a difficult time to practice. So we need to do it when it's easy. So my invitation is to ask you guys to practice presence when it's easy. So next time you're practicing, today, later, or tomorrow, just try to see if you can really be there with the violin. The same way you were listening to the sounds, the same way you were looking around in your room, looking for something new, like a detail, it's the same skill with the violin. And when you notice that you're thinking, okay, what if I play this and I don't get a job? You can see the thought. Okay, this thought is not helping me. I'm coming back to my violin. And again, million times. And every time we notice that we are thinking about something that is not helping, and we choose to come back to the present moment, it's like this training. And every time we come back to the present, we are developing this muscle. I think I'm talking too much. Do you have any questions so far? Am I being clear?
I just have a question about what you were saying about it's a thought that you've never challenged.
Yeah, like unquestioned thought. So for example, I'm thinking about, yeah, like something similar. So for example, I have an audition in a few weeks, and I'm seeing a thought about me playing in this audition and everybody laughing. So because I've been practicing seeing my mind for some time, I can see it very easily. So I can see my mind sending me this thought. So because I can see it, I can actually do something about it. So, okay, I'm thinking about myself in the future and everybody's laughing at me because I played terribly. But I can see it's a thought that is not helping me. So for me, it's easy to just, to be honest, I laugh. When I see my mind sending me this thought, it's like, okay, like I can see you, so it's not working. Okay, thank you, bye. Because I have been practicing for many, many years. So I just let go of the thought and come back to whatever I'm doing right now. So that's if for example, if you have a thought, an amazing idea about how to make a lot of money, so that's a pretty good thought. So it's not that you're going to let go of that thought. It's about having a better relationship with your mind. So you're sending me negative stuff, useless. Okay, thank you so much, but I'm not taking this. If you're giving me a lot of good ideas and beautiful thought, thank you so much, I'm taking this. So it's about developing the ability to choose which thoughts are helpful and which are not. So that's what I mean by questioning. Okay, I'm thinking about something. Okay, is it good or bad? Is it helping me or not? And by the way, it's not only with the violin, everything in life. There is so much suffering in this world because we don't question our mind. Again, I'm always saying this, that I believe this is the worst addiction that humans have, the addiction of thinking. Just blindlessly, is that a word? Just like a puppet, being a puppet of our mind. So it's just, when we meditate, it's just waking up and just seeing our mind. Okay, so let me just check the time. Oh wow, 15 minutes. Do you have any other questions?
Can I put my violin away?
Yes. Thank you so much. You're super brave.